I suspect we all have mental dates in our annual calendar, things that we always remember. So birthdays, religious festivals, Christmas in my case, and so on. Well, the annual Festival of Music and Dance is one of mine, because it was one of the first events I attended all those years ago when I'd just been appointed Her Majesty's Lord Lieutenant here in the West Midlands. I always remember this time of year, and I'm increasingly alarmed how quickly the years go by. And of course, it's a wonderful event which secures in our memory classical Indian music and dance, and it's originates from Kerala, an area of India that I know and love very much. And combined with the festival, one of the wonderful things that happens is that we recognise women who have made a terrific contribution to our community in the previous year. So wherever we are in our thinking about the pandemic today and the appalling social and economic consequences and impact of the pandemic, if we were looking for any sort of silver lining, there are probably a couple of things we might fall on. One would be, first of all, the fact that we can do this. We've all learnt to live in a virtual world. And the second thing is that certainly with this uniform on, in the last couple of years, I've witnessed so many wonderful examples of people in the community coming together, good neighbours being just that, being good neighbours and looking after their friends and their colleagues and their residents in their communities and so on. So that's very relevant now, because again this year the festival is going to be mainly based virtually like this, which of course means that whereas it used to be a relatively modest event, I think the first one I attended was in Solihull with a couple of hundred people there perhaps, the festival now reaches out globally to a much wider audience. And the second wonderful thing, of course, is that the festival does exactly what I've just mentioned, that it scours looking around for women who have made a fantastic contribution to the community over the last 12 months. This time it will be very hard to select the people who should receive those awards because there will be so many wonderful examples. So I'm recording this well before the date of the festival, just at the beginnings of the Russian invasion of Ukraine. So whereas I might be feeling a bit more optimistic about the pandemic, of course we still live in very worrying times. I couldn't help thinking when I was coming in today and thinking about what I was going to say to you now, sort of regretting that Irving Berlin's wonderful words got turned into an advert, got trivialised, because going back to my childhood, the time of Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers, there may be troubles ahead, if you remember those words. But when we get to the festival, all being well, things haven't deteriorated. I hope that you'll all have a wonderful time and you'll all face some music and dance. Thank you.